Struck cup. It's just a black coffee with some stevia today. Welcome back to another coffee chat with me, BB. I'm so glad you're here. If this is your first time, make sure you subscribe and give this video a thumbs up and check out my other coffee talk videos if you haven't seen them yet, which obviously you wouldn't because I just said if you're new. Towards the start of the week, we get together and chat mindset and thought work and all the good things that kind of get you started on your week on the right foot so that you can have a productive, happy, joyful, all the good things kind of week. Today's topic actually is going to be super helpful for anyone who's going back to school, going back to work. This video is going to be all about productivity and how to get stuff done, how to get things done. A personal goal, a project for school or work, just like things you want to get done during the week. This video will help you to do that. Yeah, let's get into it. So basically just being upfront with you, real talk. In order to get a lot done in a shorter period of time, you gotta learn to be uncomfortable on purpose. Delaying that gratification, like delaying that short-term gratification in order to get that long-term gratification. Putting a pause on the Netflix and snacks. Putting a pause on those things so then you'll be reaching your goals and having that satisfaction in the future. And a lot of times that means facing feelings that honestly just don't feel good. Like the feelings that cost us our dreams the most often are confusion, doubt, self-pity, and fear. Which, by the way, if you have been struggling with fear a lot in your life, like trying new things, putting yourself out there, going for what you want, you're feeling afraid, I will actually link, I have a coffee talk all about overcoming fear. It's actually my first one, so. But the reason these feelings just all around just suck is because they lead to inaction as opposed to taking action to reach those goals or getting those things done that you want to get done. But once you're okay with that, you gotta create a goal. And this can also be for a project too, but you gotta create something that is measurable and has a time frame. Give it a date and time, list your goal, what you actually wanna do, and give it a measurable statistic so that you know when you've reached it. For example, I'll give you an example of a goal. Let's talk about this video. By August 13th at 9 a.m., I will have created a YouTube video about productivity, and I'll know when I'm done because I'll have a video filmed and edited with a thumbnail created, tags, all that jazz, and ready to upload at 9 o'clock in the morning. But yeah, you can use that for so many things. Like I will have this project done by this day. I will know because it'll be completed. I'll have handed it in. That's how you know. When thinking about your to-dos and just things you want to get done for the week in general, it's so helpful to think of a result that you want to accomplish versus just the action steps that will be done. So then you kind of have an idea of what you're trying to create. The next step is to just brainstorm. List every single thing that you need to do in order to reach that goal. Give yourself 10 minutes to brainstorm, and then give yourself an additional 10 minutes for all the things that you probably missed that'll keep popping in your head. Anticipate as many things as possible that you'll need to do and to get done. They don't need to be in order, you just need to brainstorm and get them on paper. Hold on, I gotta get my brain turning on, you know. After you brainstormed all the tasks and steps that you need to get done in order to reach this goal or finish that project, come up with any obstacles. Actually, not any, all of the obstacles. Write down any obstacles that you think you'll run into, and then create a strategy to overcome each one. Each obstacle should be like a mindset or a skill that you don't yet have. And so the strategies will then be different tasks or skills that you need to develop. And once you have all those listed, your obstacles and your strategies, then you can add them to your to-do list. So the next part of this whole process is planning. You've got to put them into your calendar and schedule them. But before you do this, which this might not be something you're expecting to hear, first thing you got to do is plan those things that you already have to do. Plan that family time. If you're dating someone, if you're married, like plan that time with them too. Plan time doing nothing. It's not being productive time. Plan those times in there. Because the biggest mindset obstacle is that when we think we plan everything into our calendar, it's like, I'll have no free time. No, plan your free time first. Plan it in there every day, how much free time you want to have. And plan other obligations that you have too. So they're all in your calendar first before you put any of these to-dos down. And then schedule each of these items on your calendar and give them a specific amount of time. If I give myself an hour to get something done, I'll most likely get it done. Like if I literally am so short of time, like I come from work and I have something else planned later and I literally have a half hour, you can bet your patootie that I can get ready in a half hour. But if it's a weekend and I know I have a lot more time, it could take me an hour and a half to get ready. Do you know what I'm saying? Like that's a good example of it, but also like cleaning the apartment, sometimes I make it take all day. But if I really, like if my parents are coming to visit and I know they'll be here in an hour, guess how fast I can clean my apartment? That's just how it is. And so give yourself an amount of time. And if you really weren't sure, then you can learn and go on from there. Plan extra time. Give yourself that time frame though, and just follow your calendar. Once you have these things planned, follow that calendar and hold yourself accountable to it. Would you like back out of something your boss asked you to do? No. So if it's on your calendar, stick to it because you're your own boss. And that, y'all, is just how you get stuff done. It's literally that simple, but it's also not that simple because when you're trying to follow through, that's when all the BS in your brain comes out, okay? That's when you have those thoughts that are creating that fear, that self-doubt, that pity. But if you stick to it, it's that simple. However, the thoughts are like the tricky part, as in anything in life, because our thoughts create our feelings, create our actions, create our results. Honestly though, that's kind of where a life coach comes in. Like if you want more help with those thoughts that are coming up and that are putting those roadblocks in the way, hit me up. I still have my link down in the description box for free life coaching. If you are interested, you just gotta fill out the form and I will contact you and we'll set something up. But other than that, I hope you guys go out there this week and get shit done. And until next time, I hope you have an awesome week. I'll talk to you next time. Bye. Lipstick and coffee, y'all. It'll get you every time.